Hi everyone, this is Lorena Freya, and welcome to Journey into Witchcraft. In this episode, we're going to discuss the first element in witchcraft, earth. We will be discussing folklore, correspondences, deities, nature spirits, altar ideas, and spell work associated with the element of earth. It's said that earth originated from the Norse goddess Jorth, who was believed to be a couple with Odin and the mother of Thor. Now, Jorth was believed to be the life force of the planet. Trees bared fruit and seeds sprouted with a simple touch by her. This makes Jorth associated with fertility, birth, and new beginnings. Her lore has been adopted in many cultures, and she then became what we know as Mother Earth. Greek mythology has their own goddess version named Gaia. Gaia, or the Earth, emerged from chaos. Alone she gave birth to Uranus the sky, who then fertilized her. This is when it's said that the Titans, gods, and goddesses were born. This would not only make Gaia the mother of Earth, but also the mother of life. In Roman mythology, she is named Terra, which means earth. There are many other cultural versions of this goddess, but all have similarities. The earth is almost always considered feminine and is associated with birth and life. As mentioned before, the earth is considered a feminine element. It is associated with Venus, the planet of love, and Saturn, the planet of authority. It's also associated with the spirits of the north. Now, each tarot card minor arcana suit is associated with an element. When it comes to earth, you should think about the Pentacles suit. When it comes to zodiacs, these three are considered earth signs. Taurus, which is a fixed earth sign associated with prosperity, pleasure, sensuality, and stability. Virgo, it's a mutable earth sign associated with career, intelligence, health, and personal development. And Capricorn, a cardinal earth sign associated with protection, ambition, concentration, and letting go. The colors green, brown, black, and gold are used to describe earth. Other types of associations of earth are all types of herbs, flowers, and trees, all crystals and gemstones, and all animals. Some of the deities associated with earth are Ceridwen, a Welsh goddess also known as the Lady of the Lake. Demeter, a Greek goddess of agriculture and fertility. Of course, Gaia, the Greek goddess also called the Mother of All. Terra, the Roman goddess of the earth. Jorth, a Norse goddess, otherwise known as Mother Earth. Ceres, the Roman goddess of agriculture. Rhiannon, the Celtic moon goddess. Persephone, the Greek goddess of spring and nature. Epona, the Celtic goddess of horses, travelers, and dreams. Pan, the Greek god of the wild. Hermes, the hunter. Cernunnos, the pagan horned god. Thoth, the Egyptian god of wisdom and writing. Adonis, the Greek god of beauty and desire. Dionysus, the Greek god of wine and intoxication. Iran, the Welsh god of the dead and underworld. And Sibyl, the Greek goddess of fertility and cultivation. And there are many other deities that are also associated with earth. These are just some of the main ones. Also, I might have mispronounced a few of the deities' names because I'm not very familiar with the pronunciation of them. The element of earth also corresponds with a few nature spirits, the first one being gnomes. Gnomes are small creatures that tend to live in gardens. If you choose to work with gnomes, they can bring you protection, good luck, longevity, hard work, mischief, and playfulness. There's also fairies. There are many types of fairies. You can find them in forests and in graveyards. They live in the trees. When working with the Fae, they will protect you in your home, both spiritually and physically. However, they will also like to play tricks on you when they're bored or irritated. We will be discussing fairies in further detail in a future episode. But one story that I have heard, and I've actually heard multiple of these actually, is people that work with the Fae, if you irritate them, they will hide your belongings. You'll find things that you know where you put them, and they end up somewhere completely different in your house, or hidden in your house to where you can't find them, like your keys. So I've heard many stories about that. There are such things as fairy circles as well, but make sure if you do any kind of like tea parties in the fairy rings, make sure that you continuously do that, because they will get upset if you stop doing that. Next are the trolls. So trolls can be found in the mountains and only at night. If they do not get to the mountains before sundown, they turn into stone, similar to how they look on the movie Frozen. Trolls only have 4 fingers on each hand and 4 toes on each foot. They have long noses, shaggy hair, and a tail that resembles a cow's rump. They are usually good-natured and gullible, but some of the more beautiful female trolls, they're called wood nymphs, would lure hunters and farmers' sons into the mountains, to never be seen again. The troll children often like to play tricks, and the troll husbands tend to get extremely angry. If you work with the trolls, your livestock can yield more milk and get fat and sleek. They also love offerings of porridge. There's also dwarves. Dwarves are known for giving gifts of health and abundance. I have not been very successful in finding much more information than that, though. And lastly, there are the dryads. So dryads are wood nymphs and tree spirits. They're a type of fae that believe that it's their job to punish anyone who commits crimes to nature. Dryads are popular throughout the world, but they tend to hide from humans. They also hid from gods, with one exception being the goddess Artemis. They are said to be fond of dancing and sometimes will dance when there's nobody else in sight. There are 6 types of dryads. The Meliae, which are ash tree nymphs. The Oreads, which are spirits of the mountain conifers or the coniferous trees. The Hamadryads, which are oak and poplar tree nymphs. The Meliades, which are fruit tree nymphs. Daphne, which are laurel tree dryads. And Ampeloi, which are grapevine dryads. Seeing a dryad is considered very unlucky. However, you can appease them with offerings of milk, water, wine, oil, and honey. When it comes to your altar, there are many different tools that you can choose to represent Earth. You could use a bowl of dirt or salt, local rocks, stones, or crystals, a pinnacle tarot card, acorns, tree bark, lichen or moss, flowers and herbs, antlers, branches, leaves, a statue of an earth goddess, animal totems, or even essential oils. Now, there are also different types of spell work that corresponds with earth. So you can do grounding techniques, which you can focus on your root chakra and ground by spending time in nature, meditating outside, doing yoga outside, etc. If you want to ground by just going out in nature, do it barefoot. That'll help you ground with the grass, the dirt, all of earth. You can also make a protection amulet. You can do burial spells, which you can do that for like a release spell or discarding of any of your ritual items that you're no longer going to be using. You can create spell bags, which those usually include crystals, herbs, flowers, essential oils, and sometimes runes or a tarot card. All of these are corresponding with earth. You can brew and drink herbal tea with intention. Remember, if you're trying to do some affirmations, to stir clockwise. And if you're trying to release something, some kind of negativity, anxiousness, or anxiety, depression, whatever, you would stir counterclockwise. You can do a crystal meditation. You can sow seeds in your garden. You can also do spells for stability, strength, abundance, prosperity, fertility, health, success, empathy, death, rebirth, wisdom, nature, animals, plants, and money. So different ways to do spell work. You can do like a crystal grid. You can cook with your herbs. You can hang dry your herbs. And you can even decorate your home with your herbs and plants. This concludes my episode about the element of earth. If you would like the transcript of this, you can go to my blog. It's all on there. lorenafreya.wordpress.com. That's LORENAFREYJA.wordpress.com. You can also follow me on my socials. I have Instagram, that's at Lorena Freya. Twitter is at Lorena Freya. Facebook is Journey into Witchcraft Podcast. I also have TikTok, which is at Lorena Freya. And I do have a Patreon as well. I am currently working on a herbal dictionary, which once that is completed, it'll be up there on my Patreon. Now, each of my patrons, it's $5 and up for each of the tiers. Each of them have access to my entire grimoire, and some other extra stuff, like we do group rituals, we'll do movie nights, stuff like that. So definitely give that a check out. It's patreon.com/journeyintowitchcraft. In next week's episode, we are going to be going over the element of air, so definitely stay tuned, and I hope everyone has a great rest of your day.